So now you guys have formed your groups. You've had a few days to read and discuss. And so I wanted to provide some tips and some information about ways that you can discuss your book and ways that you can talk about it. So today our learning target is I can participate in a group discussion on my book. So talking about the theme, talking about the characters, talking about the setting, talking about the motif, the message. Why do you think we would spend our whole day talking about how to discuss your books? Okay.
Because it can help us like an essay if we're gonna do that book, or to understand the book more and like put like pieces together like in this smooth.
So it can help you understand the book better and prepare to write an essay on it?
So we can work together.
So you can work together better? Great. Yes, you can ask questions and help each other understand. That's great. Excellent. So it's like puzzle pieces. You all have different understandings and perspectives to put them together.
It can help you find what sort of like annotations you need to make in your book.
Absolutely. It can help you with annotating, comparing annotations. Was there one more? Okay. Excellent. That's right. Also, you know, discussing is something that you will do not just in language arts, not just in social studies. You'll do it in every class you have in high school and every class you have in college. So right now, starting to form those discussion skills and the ability to verbalize your thoughts, interact with other people, respond to their comments is a really great skill to just keep working on. You know, I still work on that skill in my graduate school classes, so that's a really great thing to work on. So, the first thing, I'm just going to go over these very, very briefly. And the reason I'm going to go over the general kind of rules for discussions is because this is what Ms. Bailey and I are going to start grading you on when you're in discussions. We're going to be observing you, and we're going to be looking for all of these behaviors, all of these traits, each day when we ask you to discuss, starting today. So the first ones are really basic. You guys know these. Be prepared each day. So what does that mean? Bring your stuff, do your reading, have your annotations so you can refer back to them. You guys know this. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Don't touch other people's stuff. You know, just be polite to each other. Common courtesy. I like the term common courtesy. Again, be respectful to each other. Be respectful to each other and help people in your group be respectful to the rest of the class. You guys, yes. Yeah, be respectful of the teacher. Okay. These are the two big ones we're going to be looking for your behavior on. Active listening. What does it look like when you're actively listening? Okay. Yes. You are looking at them. You're making eye contact. You're leaning in. What else? What else would we see? What else would Ms. Bailey and I see to know that you're actively listening? Maya?
You could make comments.
So you're responding. You're showing that you listened by responding to what they said. Excellent. That's exactly what we're looking for. Looking for you facing your group, leaning in, making eye contact. And then what does it look like for us to see you when we're looking across the room? How can I tell that Mitchell is actively participating?
It's like one person's not just like sitting to the side and like, and then the other three people are like actually talking and to each other.
Everyone's facing each other. Everyone's on task, and you're talking. You're asking questions. You're making comments, and you're responding to other people's comments. So it's as simple as that. That's what we're going to be looking for today, and throughout this unit when we ask you to discuss. So I just want to share some ways that you can talk about your books. Okay? So this is ways to talk about your book. So you can ask questions, and I'm going to have all of these in a handout that you can put in your folders to refer to them. So different kind of sentence stems, and also what Ms. Bailey and I are looking for when we're observing you. So you can ask questions. So you can say, what do you think it means when it says that all, I'm going to talk about my book that I'm never letting go, so I don't have to talk about it. What do you think it means when it says all the spackles were killed? Like, who are spackles? What's that? Has anyone read The Knife of Never Letting Go? And you have? So, and I might say, why do you think that the author emphasizes, you know, the fact that their thoughts are so jumbled and chaotic? You make comments. This reminds me of The Hunger Games because it's really action-packed. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm asking a lot of questions in my head. The idea I have about this is that, so maybe I'd say the idea I have about this is the theme is going to be about the importance of writing in the written word. The weird thing about this is there's only men in this new world. Why are there only men? And then this is kind of like the second level up. You know, you ask questions, you make comments, then like next level of complexity, next level of mastery of discussing books is responding to others. So Lily, you make a really great comment about 1984, and I might say, yeah, you know, I also noticed that, and here's what I think about it, or I also saw a reference to that somewhere else in the book. To add to that idea, I think, or you might say, that makes me wonder why he keeps repeating these 3 sentences in 1984. That makes me wonder why propaganda is such a huge reoccurring image in this book. And then the last one I put in here is about disagreeing. Disagreeing is good. Discussing is about bringing your different viewpoints, just like you said. So don't worry if you guys disagree on what the book means or what the theme is. That's what discussion is about. But you need to do it in a way that's appropriate for the classroom. So you might say, like, that's a good point. I interpreted it differently. Here's what I think. You might say, okay, yeah, I see how you could have gotten that interpretation. Here's how I read it. Okay? So I want you to turn to your neighbor and practice using one of these, talking about your book. I have to be like,
I was
Duncan, Zoe.
I think it I don't understand why the party is so secretive and the book is so secretive. Everyone already knows it. It's a rumor. I think the book has stuff about the past and like records of everybody, something like that. And also,
good job. Great job. I know it feels a little forced, but it's good to just practice verbalizing things. Now, I practice verbalizing my ideas for teaching at home, so it's good to practice verbalizing things you want to say in discussion. So what I want you to do right now is go back to your desks, and we are going to launch and do our first kind of observed discussion now. And I'm going to put a discussion question up on the screen, and I want you to all just go around your group. Everyone make a comment, maybe respond to someone else's comment, and Ms. Bailey and I are going to observe.